MrBeast gives this guy a challenge. If he protects $500,000 for 24 hours, he can keep it. MrBeast handed him his credit card with unlimited spending and said, "Build whatever you want. You have 24 hours before the tanks fire." Blake wasted no time. He sprinted to the junkyard, buying up everything he could find. Trucks, shipping containers, even cars, anything metal that could be turned into armor. He dropped tens of thousands of dollars in just hours. Soon, entire shipments of steel, bricks, and water tanks were on their way. His plan was to cover the money with a shipping container, shield it with massive water tanks, and stack walls of bricks, hay, and wood, and after that, a fortress of cars angled to tank shelves. For hours of construction, crews worked beside him, building what looked more like a military base than a pile of defenses. Blake barely slept, but when the 24 hours ended, it was time. 5 tanks lined up, barrels aimed directly at his fortress. The ground shook. Explosions ripped through the air. Holes tore into the containers. Shot after shot pounded his defenses, 20 in total. Blake stood frozen, convinced the money was gone. But when the dust cleared, the cash was still there. Blake had survived Phase 1. But the tanks were only the beginning. Phase 2 comes. Hundreds of crates, stacked high TNT and bombs. Blake removed all the wood, added more barriers, stacked more cars and containers. He worked through exhaustion, even bringing in a school bus as an improvised wall. And then the countdown began. The explosion was massive. Fire engulfed everything. Smoke rose into the night sky. Blake raced with fire extinguishers, desperate to save the prize. And unbelievably, once the flames cleared, the money survived again. Now there is time for Phase 3, and it was the deadliest yet. Cars are filled with gasoline, set ablaze and dropped from the sky. And just when Blake thought he had prepared enough, a catapult appeared, launching flaming boulders at his fortress. With little left to use, he built a pyramid of shipping containers, trying to angle the cars away. He drenched everything in water, fighting the flames until the last seconds. By morning, the destruction was total. The money burned to ashes. Defeated, Blake stood in the wreckage. Weeks of effort and $500,000 gone. But MrBeast had one final twist. He said, "Blake, you have 2 choices. Walk away with $100,000 right now, or risk it all for one final chance in a future video." Blake chooses the future reward. Do you think you can complete this challenge easily?